Hello dear student, this is K.K.Wagh from KK Commerce Academy, the destination where success begins. Student, welcome to this session. If you are a student of class 12th ISC board, so this session is definitely going to be important for you because I am your mentor, I am your teacher, and I am also your supporter for your life for commerce journey. So basically, if I speak about myself, I completed my chartered accountancy and master of commerce in 2016 at the age of 23. And in addition to completion of these courses, I started my own institute with the name of KK Commerce Academy. And from last 10 years, I'm teaching to thousands of students throughout the world, basically in offline format in Nashik, Maharashtra, and in online format virtually. We are everywhere. We are teaching globally. And students, definitely, if you are an ISC board, so definitely we will provide you a quality education. You will be satisfied with this, and your marks will definitely improve. Doesn't matter at what level you are now, whether you are a beginner, you are at pro level, you are at you're facing the difficulty in accountancy subject. We are there to help you, and definitely we are there to care for you, and these subjects will be easy. We'll make this subject easy for you. Okay, so students, now our session is related to accountancy subject, and in accountancy there are basically, if you see the syllabus or our paper pattern overall, so there are different sections in accountancy. Okay, so section A, B, and C. So basically, whole accountancy subject is divided in 3 sections. And the section number 1, which is the most important section, because out of 100 marks, 60 marks is dedicated only and only for section A. Okay, so students, section A, which consists of 2 parts, basically one is partnership accounts and another is joint stock company accounts. So these 2 things are covered in section number A, which is for 60 marks. Okay, and in that, if we discuss about partnership accounts, there are almost 5 to 6 chapters, different chapters. So first of all, we have to start with the fundamentals of partnership. So partnership is very deep. We have to solve 5-6 different chapters, numerical questions, theoretical topic, and number of things on this topic. But we have to start with fundamental, of course. So because in class 11th we don't have partnership, we were studying about sole proprietorship, single owner business, but now we are not single now. Yes, we are committed. I mean, I don't want to say about girlfriend, boyfriend. Yes, this is your personal part. You are committed, maybe, I don't know, you are single or committed, whatever. But in this business now we are committed, we are not single. So students, since we don't want to be single for a long time, we approached to someone, will you be my partner in business? And he said yes, and since she or he accepted my proposal, we became a partner, and this is become a partnership firm. Okay, so let's start the topic, accounting for partnership firm. Students, let's see, let's start with the contents. Basically, which topics or which things we are going to cover here. So first of all, we'll see about the partnership fundamentals, basic things, that is definition of what is my partnership, its features, partnership deed, provisions, and so on. Then next is profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, so in profit and loss appropriation, we'll see how profit is distributed among the partners. Okay, then interest on capital, interest on drawings, multiple things are there. Then next aspect is special aspects. So basically, it is related to calculations of interest or salary or commission. Basically, not salary is not much complicated for calculation, because monthly salary is given, we just have to multiply this by 12 months. So basically, interest on drawings, interest on loan to rent to partners. So there are things which we have to calculate, and of course we have to see its financial impact also. And last is adjustments, which is the most dangerous, I mean most important part, basically. So every adjustments had to effect, and on this adjustments effect we have to see final account also. So this is going to be a part of this topic, so we'll see this one by one. So start with the first. Now first of all, we have to clear with the fundamentals. As I told to you, whenever you're starting any topic, or we can say any subject which is new to you, always do remember that be confident, or make sure that you know your fundamentals very well. You can love the subject, you definitely will love the subject, you will like the subject, you will score good in your subject, but these all things are possible only at the one situation when your fundamentals are clear for that subject. Okay, so fundamentals, the name itself suggests, man, fundamentals. So if you are thinking that we have to build a building, we have to construct a building, and building is, say for example, 100 floors tall. Okay, so it is possible only if your foundation is that much deep dive, your foundation is that much strong, then only tall building can be stand. So now your career is definitely a tall building, and tall if you have to construct such a huge construction, a huge building, so definitely your foundation should be that much in detail, that much fundamentals should be strong. Okay, so start with the fundamentals now. So first question is, what is partnership? So students, Indian Partnership Act 1932 section 4 says that partnership is the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profit of the business carried on by all, or any one of them acting for all. Any of them acting for all. So students, what exactly it means? See, let's do a postmortem of this definition, and we'll see each and every word in detail. So first is, partnership is the relation. Okay, relation between whom? Between multiple persons. Of course, single person cannot do a partnership with himself. Hey, hello, who are you? Yes, I'm your partner. So people will call it as a भाई ये काम से गया है अभी, ठीक है. So basically people will say definitely he is a fool, he is doing partnership with his own, and he is just shaking hand with each other only. So if you want to do a partnership, there must be at least two persons who are coming together. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, doesn't matter. Of course, maximum more people are there, but minimum 2 persons should be there to do a partnership. Okay, so that's why the first sentence is that partnership is the relation between persons. Okay, so persons, S means there are plural form, that is multiple person, 2 or more. Okay, and the partners who have agreed to share the profit of business. The most important thing is that there should be agreement to share the profit of business. Okay, so if there is no agreement about sharing of profit, it is not a partnership, man. It is just simply a, we can say, friendship or social agreement like this. For example, if 4 friends come together and they just decided, hey, we met after so long time, why why can't we arrange a reunion? So wow, this is a great thought. Definitely we should arrange a reunion and we should meet. So students, say for example, these 4 friends, after getting a plan for reunion, they just come together, and whatever expenses they made, they contribute it. So since there are multiple persons, they are coming together and they're contributing to the expenses of the trip. So they went to a resort and trip and traveling and food, everything, and they at the end they distribute all the expenses equally. So is it partnership? Answer is no. It is not a partnership. It is just an enjoyment. It is just a social agreement. When it comes to partnership, there should be a business and there should be a sharing of the profit between the business. Okay, between the partners basically. So the person who have agreed to share the profit of the business carried on by all, and this business should be carried on by all. So students, for example, say there are four partners. So 4 partners all together, everyone can do some work and they can do a business as a team, or any one of them acting for all. So students, it is not necessary that every partner should be active partner in doing the business. Say for example, suppose I need money. I need money for expanding my business, and I approach to one of my friend. Hey friend, can you just give me a money, give funding to me? So, or will you be my partner? So we can together grow a business. We can, since already KK Commerce Academy is growing virtually also. We have 2 branches in Nashik, Maharashtra, physically of course, and virtually we are everywhere. We have our own app with the name of KKCA. Okay, do remember the name? KKCA. This is the name of our app, which is available in PlayStore also, App Store also. You can download the app from that, and you will get one free course for you, accountancy free courses. So in free course, we added some content, some notes, some lectures, some tests in this, and if you are interested, you can join complete course altogether in app itself by just clicking on the buy now, or you can just connect us. We are there to help you. Okay, and students, do remember, just save the number 9145669911. So if it is not reachable, then you can dial 22 or 33 in the end instead of 11. Okay, so point is, back to the point. My point is, it is not necessary that every partner is playing the active role. So I'm just giving you the example. I approached to one of the friend that we should expand the KKCA. So will you be my partner? He said yes, definitely I would like to be your partner, but I don't know how to teach to students. So I'm not capable, or I'm not able, or I'm not interested in teaching at all, but I can be your partner. So now in this situation, also we made a partnership, and the another partner who is my partner now, I am actively involved in the business. I'm teaching to you. You can see. So I'm a teacher. I'm playing the role of teacher, mentor. So I'm playing my role as active partner. But another partner, just with whom I just joined my hands, and we made a partnership firm. But he simply said, "I will give you the funding. I'm there for you to give the money, whatever, how much ever your money you want. Don't worry, I'll provide you the money. But I can't play active role in the business. I'm not a teacher. I don't want to be a teacher. So I'll not teach any subject, and I'll not come to the class simply. What I'll do is I'll just give you the money as per your requirement in the business, and I want the share of the business. Whatever we profit you on, we'll share the profit to each other. Okay, between any agreed ratio, of course. So it is known as partnership. Okay, so that's why the sentence given is that carried on by all. That means all partners will do the business, or carried by any of them acting for all. So it is possible that, so suppose there are four partners, only one is doing the business, others are just sitting at their own place, at own home. It is also possible. Or maybe there is a concept that out of four partners, two are doing actively business, two are just sleeping partners, they are not doing anything. Or of course there is a possibility that all partners are actively doing business. So there are multiple possibilities. Okay, so if we discuss from legal point of view, partnership firm is not a separate legal entity. Students, very important line, very important line. Partnership firm is not a separate legal entity. It is not separate legal entity. Okay, so sir, what is meant by not a separate legal entity? So see, partners are personally liable for the firm debts. Private estates can be used to settle firm obligations. So students, suppose if you are discussing about partnership firm, suppose there are four partners. Again, I'm just taking the same example again, four partners, and unfortunately because of losses in the business, they decided to close down the business. Okay, so they closed down the business, and since they are closing the business, they decided to sell all the assets of the business. So whatever asset they have, furniture, building, machinery, plant, everything, all assets are sold by them, and they are paying the liabilities of the business. But unfortunately, even after selling all the assets, they are not capable, or they are not able to pay all the liabilities, or that is obligations. Okay, so what should we do now? There is a shortage of money. Say for example, after selling all the assets of the business, they are able to recover 60 lakh rupees, but their obligations, or we can say liability on the business, is about 1 crore rupees. So even though they paid total 60 lakh rupees to creditors, still there is a shortage of 40 lakh rupees. And now this shortage 40 lakh rupees is to be bring by all the partners. Why so, sir? Because partnership is not different from the business, not different from the partners. Partner have to bear that liability. So that's why this is given, that the even partners are personally liable for the firm debts. Private estate can be used to settle the firm's obligation. For example, to bring this 40 lakh rupees, four partners, we told all four partners to bring 10 lakh rupees each into business, considering they are equal partners. So students, in this such a case, even partner have to, if necessary, if there is a need, partner have to sell their personal asset also. Yes students, for example, in his in their personal name, partner have suppose they have their personal land, agriculture, they have personal house, personal jewelry, doesn't matter. So they have to sell that part also, that personal assets also, to pay the business liability. Okay, so that's why, do remember, from legal point of view, partnership and partners are one and the same. But when it comes to accounting point of view, man, so partnership firm is treated as a separate business entity. Yes students, there are two different angles. One is legal angle and one other is accounting point of view. So when it comes to legal viewpoint, legal point clearly says partners and partnership are same. But when we are doing accounting, and from accounting point of view, always do remember that partnership firm is totally separate from partners at all. When the partners are different and partnership firm is different. Okay, so distinct from its partners for the purpose of maintaining books of accounts. Okay, so for example, if any partner brings something into the business, or brought, or we can say partners withdrew something from the business, it should be shown as a drawings. And if a partner brings something into the business, it has to be shown as a capital in the liability. Why it is shown in the liability? See, simply Since if someone asks me, students, one of my friend asked me, how much you invested in your business? So I told them that we are 4 partners and every partner invested 10 lakh rupees each in the business. So uh, another person says, wow, you have set up 40 lakh rupees in business. No man, no, it is our liability. It is the liability of the business. Why? Because business have to pay back this money to the partner. Okay, as I'm saying to you, I'm just repeating this point now. Partnership firm and partners, these are two different legal entities as per accounting point of view. And since every partner is contributing some money into the business, so it is liability of the business, it is the obligation of the business to pay back that money to partners. Okay, so that is the partnership. So always remember, for accounting point of view, we are not see here, we are not studying legal subject, we are not in law now, we are in accounting. So we have to remember accounting point of view. So business and partnership is different. Okay, partnership firm and partners are different. So students, let's see the main features of partnership. The first feature of partnership is 2 or more person. Of course, minimum 2 partners should be there in the business, minimum 2 partners. Okay, and how much is maximum? So students, do remember maximum partners are 50 as per the company's miscellaneous rules 2014. Students, minimum partners are 2. This is by default. Exam there is no possibility of asking question that how much minimum partner should be there. It has to be 2, man, it has to be 2, right? But maximum is important for your exam. Do remember, in objective point of view, maximum 50 partners should be there. Okay, next, agreement. Partnership arises from an agreement. Students, partnership is the relation between multiple persons, but this relation is built by agreement. An agreement may be oral or written. It is not necessary, it is not mandatory at all that it should be written or registered. There may be just oral agreement between the partners, it is also a valid. Okay, but not by operation of law. This distinguishes it from Hindu undivided family. Students, partner, any person can be a partner by operation of law and not by birth. Then what are you saying exactly? Not by operation of law and not by birth. What exactly you want to say? Students, suppose there are 2 partners. Okay, okay, these are 2 partners basically. Just try to understand my drawing. This is how I draw, so can't help it, I can't do anything. This is the drawing. Okay, and this is the partner now. Oh ho, very handsome partner. Okay, students, apart from joke. So for example, there are 2 partners. Okay, and now another one, third partner want to join the business. Okay, so can he join the business? Of course, third partner can join the business, but of course there are conditions that existing 2 partners should give permission for the same, right? And by doing an agreement, by agreeing into the agreement and doing the partnership forms on document, they can enter into the partnership business. Okay, and even oral agreement is also valid. Okay, not necessary that there should be written everything. Oral agreement is also valid, but this is by agreement and not by birth. What it means? So in HUF, the point is here given is Hindu undivided family. In Hindu undivided family, for example, a child gets birth, and by birth he became the co-partner in the family, he became the member of the family. Even though there is no any agreement, there is no any documentary involvement, nothing, he just got a birth in that family and by birth he got the right in that business. So it is possible in HUF, but it is not possible in partnership firm, because here partnership arises from agreement and not by birth. Okay, I hope you got this point now. Next is profit motive and sharing. So students, in partnership firm, it must carry on a legal business with the intent to earn profit. Of course, man, of course, intention is to earn profit. We are here to earn profit. Okay, we are not here to do a social work. Of course, being a partner, we have to earn maximum profit as much as possible, and whatever the profit we are earning, we will distribute in agreed ratio, of course. So all partner must share profit and losses unless agreed otherwise. So students, almost in 99% cases, of course, all partners have to share the profit and losses in their respective ratio, whatever they decided. So in agreed ratio, we have to distribute this. Okay, and of course, we have to earn the profit. And students, last is unlimited liability. So students, as I explained to you earlier also, so net personal assets. What is meant by net personal assets? Personal asset minus personal debts of each partner can be used to pay the firm's debts if firm's assets are insufficient. So students, if it is possible that in case it is possible that firm's assets fall short to pay the firm liabilities. So student, I just gave you the example. Suppose we are doing the business, we were doing the business from last many years, but now suddenly business go into the losses, and due to losses we decided to close the business. Okay, since we decided to close the business, so we have to sell everything. If we have to sell the business, we have to sell everything in the business we have. For example, this is my business, so we have to sell these chairs, I have to sell these premises, I have to sell this table, I have to sell everything if I'm just closing down the business. And after of course closing down and after selling all the things, whatever money I receive, I have to pay the liabilities. But in case this money is not sufficient, in case this money is not sufficient to pay off the liabilities, then partner have to contribute from their own personal capital, own personal property, and make sure that third party liabilities got paid. Okay, so it is known as unlimited liability. Okay. Next, rights and liabilities of partners. So students, rights and liabilities, of course, since there is a partnership firm, there are multiple partners, so partners got two things. Of course, they have some rights and they have some obligation, that is responsibilities. So start with the rights. So every partner has some right. So first right is share profit and losses in the aggregate ratio. So whatever profit they are earning, of course in the partnership deed itself mentioned that the profit sharing ratio is already mentioned. So whatever profit they are earning, or even whatever losses they are suffering from, partner have to share the profit and losses in the aggregate ratio. So in majority cases, partnership did we express that how much is the profit sharing ratio. But in case partnership deed is silent, partnership deed is silent about profit sharing ratio, in such a situation, profit or loss sharing ratio is considered as equal. That means profit or loss, whatever we are earning or suffering, we have to distribute to partners equally. Okay, then second right of every partner is they can participate in the conduct of business. So students, of course, being a partner, I have the right to participate in the business. So suppose we have to take some decision, we have to take a meeting, we have any proposal, we will discuss this, and by discussing this we will take the decision wisely. Okay, so of course, being a partner, even being a sleeping partner, suppose partner is not taking active participation in every business activity, but still he has the right to participate in the business. Okay, if it is personal call, suppose partner decided no, I don't want to interfere in the management, of course he can do this, but he has the right, he can utilize his right anytime, and he can participate in the business. Okay, next right is be consulted on partnership matters. So whatever partnership matters, for example, they decided to add new partner into the business, or they decided to start new business, they are planning to change something. So in such a situation, of course, partner have the right to take the decision. Okay, next, impact and copy books of accounts. So inspect and copy books of accounts. Students, even though partner is not coming regularly into the business, of course it is not obligation, man. Even if you remember the definition, of course you are not remembering this, I'll give you the reminder, don't worry. Yes, see here it is given, business is carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. What it means, it is not mandatory that every partner should actively involved in the business, right? So business, they can be a sleeping partner, they are just passive partner, they are just investing money, but even though they are inactive partner, sleeping partner, but still in such a situation also, they have the right to inspect books. They come to the business and they'll ask, show me the books of accounts, I want to check the accounts, how much exactly business we are doing, how much profit we are earning. So as a partner, we have the right to inspect books of accounts. Next, disallow admission of new partner. Students, if anyone want to be a partner, thank you Sumitji, thank you so much. Yes. Disallow admission of a new partner. Students, if anybody want to be a partner of the business, for example, we are already 10 partners in the business and now we are planning to add 11th partner into the business. So if, do remember, listen carefully, if all existing partner agreed to add a new partner, then only he or she can be a part of business only. That means if all 10 partners, existing 10 partners say yes, then only 11th partner can be admitted into business. Otherwise, he can't be a partner in the business. Even though 9-1 is not allowed, even majority is not allowed, man, here 100% partner should agree to add the new partner, and every partner right that he can disallow admission of new partner. I don't want him to be a new partner, so he can disallow to that. Okay, next, joint ownership of partnership property. So students, suppose in partnership business, they have some properties. Yes, suppose they own some property, joint property. Suppose they own a shop or business place or car or building or factory, whatever they are doing the business. So every partner is joint owner in partnership property. But yes, to remember, partnership property cannot be used by a single partner for their personal use. It is a joint property which is owned by everyone. Okay. Next, receive interest on loan given to firm at 6% per annum if no agreement. Students, definitely this part is covered in future further sessions also in detail, and even calculation is also there. But do remember, if any partner give loan to the partnership firm, I repeat, if any partner give loan to the partnership firm, he has the right, basic right, to get interest at 6% per annum, even though nothing is mentioned in the partnership deed, even though nothing is given in the question itself. Nothing is given. Still, do remember, partner will get interest at 6%. It is his basic right. If partner give loan to the business, I am saying loan, okay, not a capital. If there is no information is available in partnership deed about interest on capital, he will get zero interest on capital. But here is the point related to loan, which is given by partner to the business. He will get 6% interest. Even if agreement is not made, he will get the interest. Okay. Next, be indemnified for expenses on behalf of firm. This is also one of the basic right. So for example, I am a partner of the business. Okay, we are doing the partnership business, and I went to one of the meeting, and I have to expense some expenses of the business. Okay, for example, there is stationery expenses of 1000 rupees. Okay, it is partnership firm business, but I just paid that expenses from my own pocket. So in such a situation, of course, I have the right. I'll just inform this to my partnership firm partners, and I'll get that 1000 amount reimbursed to me, because I made partnership firm business from own pocket. Okay. Next, retire after giving proper notice. Students, partner can retire. If partner can join on his own wish, he can retire from his own wish. So if partner decided, oh my god, now it is my age, I want to retire, I don't want to work forever now, so I just want to retire from the business, of course he has the right to retire. Okay. For that, he has to give notice, proper notice before few days, but he can retire from the business. Okay, so these are the rights of the partners. Okay, I repeat, every partner will get profit or share in the profit loss. Then he can participate in the conduct of the business. He can consult on the partnership matters. He can check the books of accounts. Even he can disallow the admission of new partner. Even whatever property we have, it is joint property of all the partners. Partners will get 6% interest if they give loan to the firm, and if any expenses is made from personal pocket of the partner, he will get reimbursed from the partnership firm. And last is, he can retire after giving the proper notice. Okay, so before moving ahead, so let's see this detail.
कॉलेज के बाद जॉब, जॉब के बाद थकान, और पढ़ाई का क्या? लेकिन अब पढ़ाई होगी जब आप चाहो. इंट्रोड्यूसिंग के कॉमर्स अकेडमीज रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स एनी टाइम एनीवेयर. चाहे आप वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल हो, चाहे आप स्टूडेंट हो, हाउसवाइफ या बिजनेसमैन, घर पर हो या सफर में हो, जहां इंटरनेट वहां आपका साथी KKCA. KKCA ऐप में आपको फीचर्स मिलते हैं जैसे कि वीडियोस डाउनलोड करें, स्पीड अपने अकॉर्डिंगली एडजस्ट करें, और इसके साथ ही आपको डाउट सेशन और नोट्स भी मिलेंगे. KKCA प्रोवाइड्स कोर्सेज लाइक 11-12 के सभी बोर्ड्स, HSC, CBSE, ISC, BCom, BBA, MCom, MBA, CA, CS, CMA फाउंडेशन एंड सारे गवर्नमेंट कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स लाइक ऑडिटर एंड अकाउंटेंट. अब हर किसी की पढ़ाई अब उसके पॉकेट में. सो एनरोल नाउ. डाउनलोड द KK Commerce Academy application and start your journey now.
Yes, so students, definitely you can start your brightest journey with KKCA. When it comes to class 11, 12th or graduations or masters or professional courses or competitive exam, we are there for you. This is one-stop solution for your commerce journey. Okay, so students, I'm being a chartered accountant. I'm teaching from last 10 years. I'm not practicing at all. I'm completely dedicated for this, my passion, teaching. And definitely you will get the conceptual clarity here. And language is not the barrier. If you want to join personal classes, that is one-to-one classes, so we can have the session in English, that is Hindi plus English also. If you are a student of Maharashtra, so we can have the session in English and Marathi also, whatever you want exactly. So this is one-to-one case, personal cases. So we have the session for exclusive students. We are not dealing in a quantity. Students, don't worry. Maximum batch strength for class ISC. So class ISC maximum batch strength is only 20 students. Maximum batch strength. Okay, we don't want to be make you a crowd in a crowded class, even though it is online session. So this is exclusive from the student who actually want to learn from the bottom of the heart and actually want to score good in the board exam. So you can think of it as a best option. And if you think that you want more sessions, so definitely don't worry, you will have more session on that channel. So do subscribe this channel and just click on the bell icon if you didn't subscribe this channel yet. So because this is the start, you will get all the updates, all the content here, even related to your exam update, important questions. So we will give you much content by time with time in this platform. So do subscribe the channel. Okay, and students, now liabilities of partners. So students, first liabilities must not carry on competing business. Student, it is very mandatory, it is very logical that partners must not carry on competing business, and profit from such business go to the firm. Okay, so suppose I am doing competing business. Suppose we are a partners. Okay, we are again 4 partners. We are doing the business of coaching classes. We are teaching to the students, and I started my own private tuitions also. And now what I'm doing here, so in the partnership firm, I'm teaching here, and I'm just keeping one I'm just consulting to students, and then I'm just demanding, or I'm just suggesting them, if you want more quality content, or if you want more proper attention, just come to my personal tuitions. Oh my god, I'm just doing wrong thing. If we are a partners, the trust should not be break, but I'm just breaking the trust. So that's why it is a liability or obligations, that if you are a partner, if you are in that business, then don't do competing business personally. And if you are doing this, all the profit you are earning should be go to the partnership firm only. All profit you are earning personally by doing the competing business, you have to contribute that amount again in partnership firm only. Okay, next, profit earned using firm's property or money must be paid to firm. So suppose I'm earning profit because of partnership assets, partnership property, then this profit also should belong to partnership business. Okay, then jointly and severally liable for all the partners, all the debts. So student, this is one of the dangerous point actually in the partnership firm, which is related to unlimited liability. Okay, so students, suppose in case business went into the losses, and due to losses, finally we are just dissolving our partnership firm. And after dissolution, since there is a shortage of money, suppose there is a shortage of money to pay the liabilities, then in such a situation, the shortage amount is to be bring by all the partners personally. They have to contribute. Okay, so every partner must be contribute amount which is shortfall in the business. So even by selling their personal properties also, and in their profit sharing ratio, they have to contribute it. Okay, in case any of the partner became insolvent, okay, insolvent means bankrupt. So if any of the partner become bankrupt or insolvent, then other solvent partner have to contribute that deficiency also. Okay, just take an example. Suppose there is a shortage of 40 lakh rupees. Okay, after selling all the assets, we are able to get 60 lakh rupees by selling the assets, but we have to pay 1 crore liabilities of the business. So there is a shortfall of 40 lakh rupees. So partner, say for example A, B, C, D, there are 4 partner, and every partner is liable to pay 10 lakh rupees. Why? Because partnership liability is joint. Okay, so partner A became insolvent. I'm just giving the example. Suppose he became insolvent after bringing only 1 lakh rupees. Only 1 lakh rupees, and 9 lakh rupees is shortfall. Now this 9 lakh rupees shortfall is to be borne by all other partner, and they have to bring additional 3 lakh rupees. Additional 3 lakh rupees in addition to their own share. Why? Because in partnership the liability is joint as well as several. Okay, and of course partner have to bring this amount from their personal property also. So that's why liability is unlimited too. Okay, so bound by act of other partners in respect of firm's business. That is also the dangerous liability. Even though one of the partner doing the suppose by mistake one of the partner takes some wrong decision or just made a mistake, even though he made a mistake, you are also liable for that mistake. You can't do anything. You can't say no, he took decision on his own, we are not liable. You are a partner, you are also liable, man. So you are a team, and whatever happened in the business, you are liable for that act also, even though it is not done by you. Okay, so students, do remember, partner who earn commission from a firm's customer, example, from buyer, must pay it to the firm. Okay, so it is related to competing business, like competing business only. So if you are doing any business, competing business, or if you are earning any profit from the partnership firm's customer, then you have to pay that money to the partnership firm only. Okay, so students, I hope definitely some value addition knowledge addition make in today's session for you. So definitely subscribe the channel and press on the bell icon, so that on the next session also you will be live here. And do remember to join our WhatsApp group, so that you will get all the updates relating to timing regarding the sessions. And see you in the next session. By that time, spread this video to all your friends who are from class 12th ISC students. So see you there. And the most important thing, download our app from KKCA, from Play Store App Store. Happy learning with KKCA. Bye bye.